Welcome back. Thank you to all my new subscribers. We're hitting on some serious topics today. I do celebrity. Sometimes I come out with older information because I'm waiting on the new information to drop because I don't like to hit a topic right when it. Ooh, I got a suntan on my nose from these glasses. Oh my God, I got a suntan on my nose. Oh my God, you can't make this up. Oh my God, I look like an alcoholic. Because when you drink so much and you like, and you know how they had it, they know, oh, I look like an alcoholic. Come on, StreamYard. I ain't been on in a minute and I rebooted, so I should not be having these issues, and I haven't even got started. So how y'all doing today? Well, it's in the 90s. It's been one hell of a hot summer. I tell you that. Man, I can't believe I got a. Oh my God. I cannot believe I got new glasses. Y'all like them? They blue with a tint of gray. Them the bifocals that's in there. All right, let's get to it. 4, 5. How immigration this so you have a group of us like they don't care about the migrants being here and they don't care and think we should support them. I totally disagree. And that's your right to believe that. But my fact legally. But if you got to come and you walk 5,000 and through 10,000 countries to get here, and then we supposed to house you, feed you, give you medical, fuck all that. Because they do, there is an effect of immigration on black folk, and that's what we talk about. Now, this article, hey y'all, this is immigration on how it affects us. 20,000 immigrant influx generally explains about 20 to 60% of the decline in wages due to immigration. 25% decline in employment and about come on, StreamYard, the rise in incarceration rates among blacks with a high school diploma or less. In the past 40 years, the real wages and job prospects for low skilled men and especially low skilled minority workers have fallen. And there's evidence, although no consensus, that a rising tide of immigration is to blame. Now, a new number study suggests that immigration has far-reaching consequences than merely depressing wages and lowering employment rates of low-skilled African American males. Its effects also appear to push some would-be workers into crime, later into prison. statistics. Come on, StreamYard. Remarkably, as far as most is linked but to resurgence of large-scale immigration trends in the Black population. The authors are careful to point out that even without increased immigration, most of the fall in employment and increase in jailed Black men would have happened anyway. Nevertheless, the racial disproportionate effects of immigration on employment are striking. Changing technology, government programs, and a stagnant real minimum wage have all been blamed for the poor labor market performance of low skill. The key reason the authors show is immigration. This is data from 1960 to 2000. Authors trace the evolution of wages, employment, and incarceration rates for a particularly skills group. This correlates suggests that immigration is an important underlying factor influencing the observed trends. In particular, it announces that wages of Black and white men. For African Americans, the decline was 3.6%. For whites, it was slightly higher, 3.8%. Beyond that, however, the Black-white experience differed markedly, especially for low-skilled workers. Take employment rates. From 1960 to 2000, Black high school dropouts saw their employment rates drop 33 percentage points, from 88.6% to 55.7%. The authors found in their analysis of census data from 1960 to 2000, the decrease for white high school dropouts was only roughly half, than 94.1% to 76%. One reason the authors argues that Black employment is more sensitive to immigration influx than white employment. Hold on a minute. Okay. And it was a 10% cost rate to 0.7 percentage points. For Black men, it fell 2.4 percentage points. The same immigration rise was also correlated with a rise in incarceration rates. For white men, a 10% rise in immigration appeared to cause a 0.1 percentage point increase in incarceration rate of white men. But for Black men, it meant a 1 percentage point rise. Put more men, especially Black men, behind bars, especially those who with lower skills, turn to crime to increase their income. Certainly, the census data reveal a statistical link. As immigration began to increase beginning in the 1980s, so did the institutionalization of low men. census defined institutions to include mental hospitals, and jail. Come on, were institutionalized in prison or in jail. The rise in incarceration is Black men. Come on, StreamYard, damn. In 1980, it was just 1.3%. By 2000, it skyrocketed to 25.1%. Even Blacks with a high school diploma saw incarceration rates increase by from 0.5% to 9.8% in the same time period. Why the increase? The early 1990s, African Americans became heavily involved in trafficking. It's because existing Black gangs already control many of the urban spaces where it could be easily distributed and sold. Sentencing laws. Low-skilled Black men were incarcerated by 2000. On StreamYard, alone can explain that spike, the authors say. Using the crack index, which combines the effects of crack bust, arrests, emergency hospitalizations, and deaths, and skewing it so that the crack epidemic affected only younger, low-skilled workers. The authors still find that immigration still had an effect on low-skilled workers. Prove it. The crack index isn't a perfect measure for the crack epidemic because it deals with indirect effects rather than causes. So, testing their analysis further, the authors compare their national results of immigration impact with state level results. Such comparisons have been problematic in the past because low-level studies have found far less of a wage impact from immigration than national level studies. That's because the local data doesn't capture the response and opportunities elsewhere. But by adding that data to national level immigration trends, the effects of immigration appear consistent with what the authors have found. One factor is worsening labor situation of low-skilled African American men. Generally explains that 20 to 60% of decline in wages, 25% of decline in employment, and about 10% of rise in incarceration rates among Blacks with high school education unless they write. That's significant enough to demonstrate immigration's impact is small enough to suggest there's far more data can explain. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, I'm about to delete this too. Hold on, give me a minute. Hey, that article was good. I like the fact of the statistics. They may be old. So can you imagine what the statistics look like now with the last 4 years under the Biden-Harris regime? How badly the immigration crisis has affected our people. Okay, this is the next. StreamYard. Stop it. Immigration is among the most wrenching damn. This is such a good article, and StreamYard just messed. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end this. I'm just gonna edit this part one and come right back. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me edit this title, this part one. I'm gonna come right back. Yep, that's